The community is beautiful because I don't know, there is like interesting stories and people is always like sharing their stories. Okay, so I'm Laura from Colombia. I'm 38 years old and I've been working with Leo for 8 weeks.
We worked for 8 weeks and we dropped down 5% body fat and we put 2 kgs of muscle mass. And the weight on scale, we went down 1 kg.
So I would say the app, like tracking or the information on the app. Because before I didn't have like measurements, I didn't have numbers. And it was kind of like a blind, my journey was kind of blind, like, cause we never took measurements of where it was and where we wanted to get. So I feel like with you, it was pretty clear of where we are, where we want to go, and what the step by step.
Mm-hmm. So you're tracking the progress. That's something made a huge change, definitely.
Yeah, and like also like having the clarity of like, okay, you don't need to be working like 5 times per week, because I used to work out like weights like 5 times per week, but I didn't used to do cardio, like just like 5 minutes warm up. And now we're doing completely the opposite. So we're doing like 7 times per week, like walking, moving, like having like, a clear goal, like 10,000 steps per day. And so it's number 2. And then we're only doing 3 times per week, weight. And like, honestly, like I have seen much more difference in doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's something I always preach about. Eat more and move less. So with the food, like, have you felt hungry ever, or you felt it's too much food?
No, so I actually thought at the beginning it was a little bit challenging to put so much protein. Also, like understanding how much carbs, how many proteins, how much fat. Because before I was just like thinking about calories, but like calories and carbs are 2 completely different things. And like understanding that I do need carbs and I need to eat more protein and like keeping in the good, in the healthy carbs, because otherwise it will go up the calories. Then it's like very, that's I think where I have been like very mindful, like taking a look at the information on like nutritional. Nutritional values, like, okay, which carbs have the less calories but more carbohydrates, kind of thing.
Definitely, because it's not just about calories, it's about the macros, it's about how much protein, carbs, and fat we should eat. So Laura, what motivated you to start like this journey? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy sticking to a diet plan, eating this much food, doing the steps, the workouts. So what was the main like motive?
So first, like seeing like your results with other people, like honestly, like I'm very surprised, like when you show me like some of your testimonies, I was like, did you actually do that? Like was it like, how did you do it? And then seeing like a clear path, I think is, very interesting. Yeah, just like, having like a clear step by step where we are, where we want to go. What do we need to do every day? Like before, I was working with like my coach every day, like in every training session, but it was like his way. He never explained to me what we were doing or the reason behind. And now, like, I don't speak to you all the time. Like, I don't, I don't need that babysitting kind of coach, but I have a clear goal of where we're going and the steps that we need to take. So just like doing check-ins with you, like filming like my exercises and sending them to you, and then you're replying to me if I'm doing them right or not.
So you feel like online coaching helped you more than in-person coaching, like one-on-one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think like the clarity of your program, like I'm very proud of following your program because it's like it's very easy. The difficult part is more like the mental part, but for me was like, okay, I want to actually build the body that I know that I can build. Like and I remember like I showed you a picture, like this is something that I want to get to. And my previous coach, he was like, yeah, it will take you like 1 year. And I was like, I'm not that far from that body. Like, I don't feel like I'm that far. And I feel like with you, like, we're pretty close, and it's been only 8 weeks. So, yeah, like, it's really interesting to see the results.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. So right now we're at 23.5% body fat. Our goal is to go down to 19% body fat. And one more thing, we added peptides to our program. So I don't want to mention what we used, but how was your experience with taking this? Because it's your first time.
So I feel like at the beginning of the journey, I felt them more. Like, like I was like I didn't feel that much hungry. Like I didn't crave sugar at all, which is really interesting. I haven't craved sugar whatsoever in these past 8 weeks. I think that's like basically where I have felt it the most. Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to say like, oh, I do feel like a completely different experience in my body, or like I don't have any side effects, like, my hair falling, or me being bloated, or having like a skin problem or something like that. Like I feel like it was more about the not being that hungry and not craving sugar. I don't know if it has to do with that, but. And also, like, of course, probably like burning more calories.
Guys, with peptides, most people who take it and see side effects because they don't know how to take it. The dosages, the timing, all this stuff, and they mix different peptides that you shouldn't be mixed together. So that's something really important. That's why all my clients, no one see any side effect from it. So yeah, great. And what would like you give someone like any advice who want to start this journey, but I don't know, maybe they feel a little bit like stuck or they're not motivated to get started?
I think the most important thing is that it's something that you do want, like you do have to want to do the process. Like it's not something magical. With the program, like you do see like big difference really soon, but you actually have to desire that thing. Like that body, you have to surround yourself with like go to a gym where everyone is skinny or everyone is fit. So you start to get like like I can make it, I can have that body. Like it kind of like motivated you, because if you're not doing that and you keep surrounding yourself with the same people, like you're going to want to stay the same. So definitely like change your environment. Definitely go to places where there is like fit people, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Like at the beginning, like right now, I feel like I'm very lean, but at the beginning, like I did have like like fat around my body, and going to a gym and where everyone is like super skinny and like good. Of course, it made me uncomfortable at the beginning, but I was like, okay, like it's a body, you can change it. So just keep looking at them in a way that it's something reachable. So I would say like number one, have a clear goal. Like my goal was very clear. Like I want to get to 19%. We are halfway there, and we haven't even finished the 12-week, together. Number two, know that it's not going to be easy. Like it's not going to be easy. Doing the steps every day is not going to be easy. Having a watch is a must. Like the first 4 weeks, I didn't have the watch, and it didn't make a big difference. Like seeing my progress and like being like, okay, I'm tracking my data. And number three, just follow the plan. Like it's pretty simple. Like it might seem like complicated, but it's really simple. Like before, also, I used to do like many different exercises. Like every time I went to a gym, it was like a completely different routine. So you never know like if you are progressing or not. But now it's like the same exercises over the past 8 weeks. So I have seen how much I am able to lift. Like I'm doing like better like body mechanics. Like I'm doing more repetitions, or like I'm pushing myself to do like a little bit more. Like every workout I aim to go for like more weight or more repetitions and better body mechanics. So I think like one of the first videos I even posted on my social media, like one of my first workouts, like yes, I was doing it right, but of course, my body wasn't strong enough, so it wasn't like, a good body mechanics, I would say. And then the last weeks, like because I'm more strong, then I can actually do it in a proper way. So like, doing being focused on that also is very important, like having the mind muscle connection.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show how we track our progress. But Laura, she said something so important. She didn't feel comfortable. And that's the thing, guys. We shouldn't feel comfortable. We should feel a little bit uncomfortable with the things that gonna push us to take it to the next level. But we should make this as a motive, not as something that demotivates us. Make sense? So that's something really important. First, you need just to believe it, and that's why I always say you need to believe deep down that you can achieve whatever you want to do in life. Once you believe it, then you're always gonna be motivated to keep going and going and going. So yeah, I'm proud of you. Let me share my screen 1 second. So that's the app that we track everything. If you can see here, Laura, she logged in every single thing. All the workouts, all the tasks that we need to do here, drinking enough water, that's the peptides, walking 10K steps, the meals, she logged every meal here, she put the pictures, so that's how we track. For example, that's the lat pull down. We started with 39 kg and now we're doing 45 kg. So here the max weight, 32 kg and we went up to 39 kg.
Just like, stick to the plan, have a clear goal, understand that it's going to be hard. Like, it's not going to be easy. If it would be easy, everyone would be doing it, but it's easier to just be chubby and complain about your body. I think that's easy. It's not easy for the mind because then you look in your mirror and then you don't like what you're doing. It's hard to do the work, but it's easy to then look into the mirror and like what you're seeing. So it's like, choose your heart. Is it hard mentally or is it hard physically?
That's true. And Laura, she works online, so she travel a lot, and that's something else. It was a little bit challenging, but still, we manage everything. So Laura, she's now in Bali. She travel a lot. She's gonna go back home now, and she was in Singapore. So she's always traveling. And even though traveling was her schedule, she still managed to squeeze everything in.
I would say, number one, get a watch where you can track everything, like your steps and all of that. Number two, try to find somewhere where you can actually eat the same thing and you can track your food, or they can wait for you. And try to go to the same gym. Like if you're gonna be like 3 weeks, go to the same gym for 3 weeks, because otherwise you will change the data. Like if you go to different places every day, it will definitely change the data, because for machines, they probably, as you say, like they probably do a little bit of the work for you. So even though it's like the same kg, the machine is like lifting a little bit for you, so it's not the same. So you're not gonna be able to track everything properly. I think the most important thing about this program is the tracking the information, because it's going to give you the data, and then it's going to be easier. Like you're going to understand. We all understand numbers, so if you understand your numbers, then you know that you're going on the right track.
Yeah, love it. And Laura, which part of the program you felt it helped you the most? Is it more like the accountability, the community, the meal plan, the training plan, the tracking? Which part you felt like helped you the most?
For me, I would say the app, like having the app with the information that I have to follow. Like tracking the information, like putting in the steps, although like the watch connected with the app. So we kind of transfer the information. The community is beautiful because, I don't know, there is like interesting stories, and people is always like sharing their stories. And the accountability, I would say, it's more about having someone to reach out when you need, not someone to babysit you. So I wasn't looking for you to be after me, like, hey Laura, are you doing your work? Are you doing this? Like, I feel like it's not needed. You have to have your goals, not your coach, right? You have to have your goals, and your coach is there just for you to ask questions. So, yeah, accountability, I would say it is more in regards of like having someone to reach out to and ask questions when you have questions. but it's not about like having someone telling you all the time what you have to do. Just, I mean, it's your work.
I love it. And yeah, let's go. I appreciate your
That's
time.
cool.
And for the next phase now, another 8 weeks, we're gonna do another video after this, and we're gonna be 19% body fat. That's the goal. So yeah, let's go. And if you guys, anyone who's watching this, if you wanna work with me one-on-one, you can find a link in this video. You can press on it, fill the form, and I reach out to you in less than 24 hours. So yeah, let's go.
It's cool.